Oh boy.
Like, this must create a lot of strain on his crotch.
And once again, we have live footage of Mayor Osborn being held captive on the roof of Oscorp Tower.
That cannot possibly be comfortable. All of his upper body weight is gonna rest on that junction between his
Want me
legs.
to beg? Not gonna happen.
The world will know the truth before they mop you off the pavement.
Go!
Ouchies. Big ouchies.
Tell them what you did.
I never.
Everything you have is built on lies! Lies!
I like a good mad scientist.
You stole my company, my ideas! Now, the truth.
The truth. Okay.
I feel like a confession under
The truth
torture is
is-
not worth all that much.
You were only ever worth a damn when you worked for me.
Ooh.
The truth is, you could never accept that I'm better than you. You're a failure, Otto, and you always will be.
We do not negotiate with terrorists.
Wow, that's not what he wanted to hear.
Wait.
Saved by Spider-Man.
okay.
As I suspected.
I thought from the angle that was the ground and not an
Mm.
overhang, but yeah.
Oh, he's laughing.
Alright, walk it off.
Give me the anti-serum! Otto, you've worked your whole life to help people. Please.
You're fighting the wrong man. But have it your way.
Alright.
Oh!
We don't have much time! Please!
I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crimes!
Okay.
But like, that's not justice or paying for his crimes, throwing him off a building. Like, that was clearly not what you wanted, Otto.
Okay, so I can't just attack him. Maybe I have to like web his arms, because I webbed one arm.
Give me the
That should be...
anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn!
No!
Ow.
Always bounces back!
Oh, do I have a different...
Suit power, yes, of course, it's a different suit.
What is this suit power?
It refills your gadgets?
Battle focus? No, it's not. Oh, continually refills your current gadget shots. Cool.
'Cause
Yeah,
you-
so I'm supposed to web him.
Yeah.
And the suit power makes sure I always have gadgets
Yeah.
up. So, if it just refills, then I should equip it not with something that refills by itself, but by something that's much better. Like the web bomb. Ow. Alright. Fire laser. And?
Heal?
Oh yeah.
This looks funny.
You're wasting my time!
Just has Otto realized that Norman isn't dead? I guess.
And boom.
How though? He wasn't looking.
Osborn's the criminal, not me!
That should do it. No. One more.
Nah. Like, I feel like Otto being a pretty pudgy middle-aged man, getting punched in the face to just
Gotta move.
stop this.
Presumably he has like ow. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh
You're
wow.
dead.
Okay, I can't stand there.
Nope.
Game over screams are a failure of the game designer.
Yeah, blah blah. Presumably he has what?
some sort of protective armor inside of his.
I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crime!
Oh, so I have to redo the first part. So, is it still web bomb? No. Okay, fine.
But it worked anyway.
Just give me the anti-serums! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn!
No! He always bounces back!
Okay, so throwing things back at him is not a good idea. Like, I'm trying different things, but I guess I'm just supposed to web it. Yeah. Kind of pointless to, like, have this suit power when just the absolute, like, normal sort of web thing works just fine. So, do I just shoot myself up there because I can't stand on this thing? Oh, it's just like, oh, the floor is lava. Okay.
But what do you do about him?
Okay, so now I have to start using my gadgets, because now I can't get enough shots in on him. So now I have to switch to web bomb, so I'm gonna have to, like, tag
There
him.
he is. I was like, where is he?
Is it too far away? So they didn't hit? I guess so.
Oh, this is bad.
Not sure I like this mechanic all that much. Just... I'm not sure this is fun. Like, sorry game, but I'm not sure.
I'll turn over the anti-serum when Osborn pays for his crime!
Like, sure, there's a way you're supposed to do it. Like here, you web him up, he throws a bunch of stuff, you web him up again,
Give me the anti-serum! You've already done enough to ruin Osborn!
you dodge his stuff,
He always bounces back! He has to
and then you can fight him again,
everything.
and then you start phase 2. You do the healing you can.
Enough playing!
Yeah, he jumps up.
Get up before he does that.
No.
Gotta move.
And you start swinging. I guess I can stand here. And I'll switch to web bomb. Oh. Ow. So I obviously can't stay still for very long. But when I get close to him, the question is, like, what can I do? No, that's not it. Let's see. Ow.
I don't suppose he runs out of
How?
power.
What, if I just dodge him for long enough? No, it seems like this is gonna continue.
Alright.
And I don't think I'm gonna be able to throw his stuff back at him either, because... Oh, I can! Okay, I can!
Well,
I can throw his stuff back at him.
yeah.
People are dying! They need the anti-serum now!
Well, I can't heal until I regenerate
Yeah.
more
Down
focus.
Osborn!
So I'll punch him a bunch of times and then I can heal. Ow! Jesus. Fine, resupply gadgets. Pop, 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 pop.
Let me save the city! Then we can do whatever you want!
I already know what I want! Now get out of my way before I really hurt you!
You've got kind of a crazy voice going on there. Crazy guy voice. Ow! But he's stopped with the flaming shenanigans.
For now.
Give me the anti-serum, and I promise Osborn will face charges!
Liar!
You think we're gonna get round 2 of that?
Or something else.
Maybe.
Enough
I said enough of this, so we'll see. Yep.
Yep.
Alright, round 2 of this. So now I just grab something and throw it back at him. Yeah, it was that easy.
Alright. Oh.
Did that work? Oh no, I'm out of goo. But then I can't swing. I need my goo for that.
But I thought you took the thing out. How is he still able to...
Such a disappointment. Parker.
Ah, he knew.
Of course he did.
You knew? I tried to warn you, Peter, but you didn't listen. You knew. I won't let you win.
What, that's what makes you angry, Peter?
Well, yeah, because he poisoned me.
It means too much to me.
What?
Not more than it means to me!
No, he didn't poison me specifically.
Hmm. Ooh. Okay.
See all the people you're hurting?
Okay, so he's down to 3 arms
You
now.
haven't suffered like I have.
Oh, I actually love this. We're just fighting on the side of a roof.
My side. I won.
We're just dodging and punching him.
Alright.
This is this part of the fight I love. Oh shit, he got me. Okay.
You
Well,
don't even have a health bar.
yeah, so I'm not sure if I can
Fail?
fail. Who knows? Possibly I can.
Think of the man you were.
That man is gone. You can't save me, Peter.
Then I guess you'll have to save yourself!
Ooh.
You were my hero.
Well,
You meant so much to me. I hate that you're making me do this.
Yeah, actually.
We're going to change the world.
Oof.
so
You
the
look
glasses are
tired,
gone.
Parker.
Not tired. Just hurt.
Ah, got tangled up in his own stuff. Yes, that's very scary.
Otto.
Ow!
If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions.
Ah, Thanos said that.
I couldn't agree more. No.
Ah. Ooh. But this kills the Otto. Ow.
Probably gonna wet him or something. No, it doesn't kill the Otto. I mean, he could have known that, but...
Yeah. How is that bottle still intact?
It's made of vibranium.
Ah.
I saw you as a son. I should have known you'd turn on me, just like all the others.
Turn. Turn? I've worshipped you.
Yeah, if everyone seems to turn on you,
conscience,
maybe it's you who's doing the
Wanting to
spinning.
help others. The way you never gave up.
That's because men like us have a duty.
It's like that saying, like, if everyone you meet is an asshole, maybe you're
to
the
use
asshole.
our talents in the service
Yeah.
of others. Even if they don't appreciate it. We have to do what's best for those beneath us, whether they understand it or not.
No, you're wrong. You are everything I wanted to be. You just threw it away.
Yes, of course. You're right, Peter. Oh, I see that now. The neural
Don't
interface
trust him.
affected my mind. But I can fix it. We can fix it. Together.
Don't trust him.
If you'll help me.
Do everything I can. I'll make sure you get the best help.
No! If they put me away, they'll take my arms.
They're not
I'll be
your
trapped
arms.
in this useless body.
Aren't we all, Otto? Aren't we all?
Please, Peter. That wasn't me.
My body
You said
doesn't work
You
properly.
never abandoned me.
I don't use that as a reason to.
Become a supervillain?
Yeah.
Maybe you should.
I don't know.
You rest easy, knowing your secret is safe with me.
Ooh. Blackmail.
You do what you think is best, Doc. It's all any of us can.
Peter?
Even when it hurts like hell.
Peter, where are you going? Peter?
Save my aunt?
He didn't take the bait.
Nope.
Does that mean that Peter has to stop being Spider-Man?
And someone else should take up the mantle?
And that way everyone will think that Otto is crazy for claiming that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Right?
I guess, yeah.
What
But
if there
that
was
would
someone...
make the Green Goblin storyline shittier. Cause,
It won't be with Peter?
yeah.
Still viable.
Personal conflict
We'll need
isn't
the
there,
entire
right?
sample as a base to produce more doses.
How long will that take?
A few hours. Maybe a day.
Does she have a day?
What if we use it to cure someone right now?
Then you've used it.
Then there won't be enough to cure the others.
Oof. Oh, so that's the choice. Save Aunt May or save everyone else in New York.
I mean, it's rather obvious. It's hard, but obvious.
Yes. Fuck everyone else in New York.
No.
Oh. Really?
Of course.
If you had a choice between me or Stockholm...
You're gonna be okay,
I'm
ma'am.
very sorry, my
Got
love,
the cure right here.
but I couldn't have an entire
God.
city on my conscience.
This is like just that moment when you realize Santa Claus is dead.
Wait, what?
You knew?
Ah, they
Known for a while.
recreated it from the comics.
I did.
Aunt May on her deathbed saying that
So
she knew all
proud
along.
of you. And Ben would be too.
Oh dear.
All the people you've saved.
So Aunt May dies.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, you do.
You can't do it, Peter. You'd be a mass murderer if you did this.
Yeah. That's not him. That's not Spider-Man.
And honestly, it would probably be too late at this point anyway.
Hmm.
Cause like this is biological.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Yeah, there's irreversible damage there.
Yeah. So Aunt May has died.
I guess so.
Okay. Goodbye, Aunt May.
Is that the end? No, it's got to be more. At least, either there's going to be more right away, or there's going to be like post-credit cutscenes. All right. New York is saved.
Miles is helping, as are these dudes.
Miles can't understand why suddenly to him these boxes weigh nothing.
He keeps throwing everything into the air, like...
Yeah. Pretty much.
Another funeral.
Oof. Is that Yuri? Is that the first time she's actually been in a shot? No, that's Miles' mom. Yeah, okay. Duh. Alright. He didn't take the bait, so I guess Otto is gonna tell everyone that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Or is he? Ooh, that's the Kingpin in the final shot of Daredevil season 1.
Face.
Yeah, that's that face.
3 months later.
So?
Hi, Mary Jane Watson, associate editor.
Congrats!
Thank you.
I knew you could do it.
What about you? Find a job yet?
Oh, no, but
I'll be right with you, honey. Thank you.
I was actually considering maybe a career change.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think I might want to become a chef.
What?
I'm sorry, no, it's... You're a scientist. A good one.
And then not a very
The
good
last project
chef.
I worked on, I created a monster octopus that almost destroyed the city.
No, his curry was legit, she said so.
Hmm.
I mean, you do make a hell of a chicken curry.
She did, yeah.
I do. Still working on my dumplings, though.
Going camping?
Oh, my new place isn't gonna be ready for about a week, so I'm gonna be crashing with Miles for the next few nights.
Sure.
You know, you can always stay at my place. Only if you want to.
No, I mean, yes. I mean, no, I don't. I not want to. But meaning, I do want to, but only if you do.
I never stopped wanting to.
You're sending such mixed signals.
Okay, so...
I guess they're on again. Ah.
There's gonna be a post-credit scene.
I think there's got to be a post-credit scene with Miles. There's no way there's not going to be.
And there's gotta be something with the Green Goblin. Like, just Norman Osborn leaving with that
But I
smirk.
like that they're just hinting at it in this game, just to set it up for the next game. Yeah, next game is 100% Green Goblin. And Sandman and Venom.
No. Oh my god, no.
Anyway, thoughts?
I liked it. I obviously didn't play it, so I can't comment on how the gameplay was. I like that the game gives you the option of skipping all of these collectible things if you don't want to do them.
But just as like a Spider-Man story, because you've seen the movies, you've seen Homecoming, but you didn't grow up reading Spider-Man comics or anything like that.
So I thought, do
you feel like you have a better understanding for the character? you like to have seen like more of the gallery of villains compared to before? Or like...
Well, I don't know. Like, I have a better understanding of the character of Spider-Man, I guess. Regarding the villains, like the game spent a lot of time on Martin Lee.
Yeah, and he's a minor character in the comics.
And
like,
then not that much on the last ones, which I thought it's a bit sad. And like,
I also thought so, because the Sinister Six, all of them were super cool.
Yeah, and like I understand sort of why, because like in order to see them sooner, you'd have had to have that raft break sooner, and that would have meant rushing the Otto Octavius story. And I liked really that arc, just getting to see the creation of Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
And all of that. So I really liked that aspect.
And like all the villains they introduced were like cool. Obviously they like put Dr. Octopus on a different level than the others, which is debatable. Like he is one of Spider-Man's arch villains, so, and he is the leader of the Sinister Six, together with like Green Goblin, so that makes sense. But I did think that like Vulture went down a little bit too easy.
Yeah, they all sort of did.
Yeah. But like as far as the Spider-Man story, I thought it was really good. I'd rank it as one of the better Spider-Man stories of any media. Like if you compare it to the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like this has a better Spider-Man story than any of the Sam Raimi movies.
Yeah, of course.
Hands down.
Yeah, no, and I liked Miles.
Is the story as good as Homecoming? No, but it's probably my number 2.
Yeah, but so I'm actually a bit conflicted about Mary Jane, because she suffers from that thing where someone
Damsel in distress?
Huh?
Damsel in distress?
Yeah, while trying to show that she's strong.
Okay, Miles Morales scene, give it to us.
Norman Osborn scene.
I'm not an expert or anything, but I think it's in the way that you ask her.
Miles.
Yeah.
I'm getting too nervous. Hey, alright, so where do you want this?
Maybe
right
both.
fine.
Alright.
Give it to us.
Hey, so Pete?
Yeah, tell us about your powers.
I, kinda gotta talk to you about something I can't tell my mom about.
What's up?
Well,
I hit puberty.
weird things have been going on. Like, physically.
Look at my dick. Is it supposed to look like this?
Oh.
Like for real, like is hair supposed to be growing there?
Well, you know, you're at
in
that
that
age
spot?
where your body starts to change. And so you may be noticing some areas, for example.
Not that. I think it's better that I just, I show you.
Is this gonna be a callback to... Oh, no, okay.
It's pretty weird, right?
Oh.
Not that weird.
Hey.
Alright.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need. For Spider-Man 2.
Stan Lee is a short order cook.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. There's gotta be something about a villain. They're not gonna leave it just like this.
You think there's gonna be another post-credit scene with Norman? Or Harry?
I feel like they left that to him. There's gonna be something there. I feel like Norman leaving like that is...
I'm not sure about that, because, like, you still have all the DLCs and stuff. That being said, like, we know that one DLC is Black Cat and one DLC is Hammerhead, so it's kind of a minor things. And the third one, which isn't out yet, is called Silver Lining. I thought it was going to be about Silver Sable, but probably not now. It might be something completely different. So we'll see. Because they're introducing new ones. Like, Black Cat wasn't in this game. You had her voice in a picture, but she wasn't in the game. And Hammerhead wasn't in the game either. So it might be someone completely new for the third DLC as well.
But what I was saying earlier is that Mary Jane, right?
Yeah.
I was on Mary Jane. So, you know how women are a bit underrepresented in video games, and I'm always a bit critical about how we're portrayed.
Yeah.
I'm just you had so many characters that didn't have superpowers in this game, and here you have Mary Jane Watson, who just, like an idiot, knowing she has no powers, rushes into all of these situations that she's clearly unequipped to deal with, and then she has to be rescued from them. And I'm just like, oh, can't you? Like, there's so many things she can do.
Yeah.
That, like, where it's like, it's taking away all the other powers that you can have as a non-powered up person, you know?
Yeah. Maybe you'll like Black Cat in the DLC. Like, obviously she's hypersexualized, but
I mean, that's a good thing in the design of Mary Jane Watson. That's not in terms of just her appearance and everything. That is fine. I just dislike the whole damsel in distress and catapulting herself there.
Yeah, they were kind of going for her being sort of like
independent
and capable and like.
I know, but it failed so spectacularly that I'm not even sure what they were trying to say. Like, did they not realize that they were going to do the opposite, or is that
I don't know.
intentional?
The idea was that like they wanted to create a character that had agency and made her decisions for herself, and didn't.
All of them were stupid. so what does that really say about giving that woman agency? You know?
The women make bad decisions.
It's like, oh, look what happened. We let her off the leash and she just gets herself into one scrape after the other. I don't know. I just think it's a bit sad.
Yeah, no, I hear you. No, I'm not gonna try to defend it. I hear you. But like, let's focus on some of the good stuff because it is a good game.
It's just that one thing that bothered me.
I obviously talked a lot about how many similarities there was to this game and Prototype. So many that like they're not intentional. They've clearly taken inspiration from that game.
You mean not accidental?
Yeah, sorry, not accidental at all. Completely intentional. But I feel at the end of the day that like you obviously weren't playing. I was playing, but I felt like the combat systems. Are decent in this game, but they're not perfect. If anything, they are somewhat repetitive. I would say that like every combat scenario kind of plays out the same, and you kind of just go through the motions. And I've tried to style things up a bit for the Let's Play to make it look a bit cooler, but in general, you could just go through the entire game just doing punches and uppercuts and dodges, and you can beat every enemy in the game that way, and the game won't really punish you for just not styling on enemies. We talked about that with like the Devil May Cry style system and stuff, and that something like that would have been appropriate for this game because that's how Spider-Man fights. Spider-Man does clown on his enemies. He does like try to taunt them and ridicule them and just go out of his way to frustrate them. So having a system that encourages you to like really mix things up and really use everything in your arsenal and just fly around and just use all of your gadgets and whatever, it would have been more fun. Here's like I'm using the gadgets because of the Let's Play. I'm not using the gadgets because I feel like I need to. Yeah. So that probably could be improved upon. Going to some other mechanics, this like they have been saying for years, like everyone's talked about like Spider-Man 2 from like 2004 or something, that game, the web swinging. Where it's like and this game has the best web swinging. The best. That never stops being enjoyable. I could spend an entire day just swinging around in New York in this game and I would not get tired of it because the web swinging is just that much fun.
Now imagine Spider-Man being like from a European city. We don't build high.
Stockholm, that doesn't have like houses that are taller than 5 stories.
Those are 4, I think. Yeah. It looks like, depending on whether you count the ground floor,
That would be a bit silly.
Yeah, Vienna feels like it's 1 story higher than Stockholm.
I like how that was lampshaded a bit in Homecoming, where he was like out in Queens or whatever, and like it's just like trying to web swing, and like there's no buildings. What do I do? Obviously, like that's a character that's designed for New York.
Yeah.
He's written for New York.
Yeah.
Good game. Good game. I had a lot of fun playing this.
Yeah.
I understand why like I don't think there's any game out there on the market that has as many people like getting 100% achievements, stuff like that, or just how many people complete the game, because there's always games where people buy them but like you don't play them until the end.
The game kind of wants you to finish it. Like it gives you a lot of checkpoints even during fights, which is okay. Like not every game has to be Dark Souls, and like I just wanted to say something like, because like I kind of spent like, or we both have spent the Let's Play just kind of ribbing on some story elements of the game, but like that's in good fun. Like I like the story. So I make fun of it because it is a bit silly and campy, and that's what a lot of superhero stories are, and I accept that.
It's expected, it's part of the medium.
No, I expect that. Doesn't mean I can just poke fun at it. But like all I thought, as far as that goes, it was a pretty good and enjoyable story. So I did like it.
Negatives, focused way too much on Mr. Negative.
Negative.
Hey, that's a negative. But no, his sections were the least interesting parts of the game, and they went on for too long. Period. You could have cut a lot of that out and moved more into the Sinister Six. I would have liked that better. I think most people would have liked that better. I think most people would have wanted to see more out of Scorpion, Electro, Rhino. Well, Rhino is a bit complicated to do anything interesting with, but you can do a lot of cool stuff with Scorpion. You can do a ton of stuff with Vulture.
We're currently looking at the Japanese voice cast for this game.
Hey.
Why do they not have different... whatever.
Yeah. And Kingpin was only in it for the beginning, but that's understandable. He wasn't really supposed to play a big part of the story. He was just sort of the tutorial villain.
I guess.
Teaching us how to deal with the big thug enemies, kind of. Maybe we could have seen a bit more enemy variety. That could have been a thing. Because you only fight...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you only fight like
the big guys, the small guys with guns, the small guys with sniper rifles, the small guys with rocket launchers, the small guys with the electrical whip thing, the small guys with the shield, and the small guys with the baton.
The Sable agents were a bit different because they had armor, they had jetpacks and stuff. But when it comes to different gangs...
Less than 10.
Yeah, when it comes to different gangs, either like the Fisk thugs or the Rikers inmates or the Inner Demons or whatever, they were all just basically reskins of the same enemy.
Yeah,
same goes for like Tombstone's gang as well.
Yeah, it's like bosses and mini bosses aside, I think there's less than 10 different kinds of enemies.
Yeah, so in terms of enemy variety, there's a bit to be asked. As a Spider-Man story, I would rate this very highly.
Mm-hmm.
As an action game, I would rate this slightly above average.
Mm-hmm.
As a sort of like exploration game, probably slightly below average. You have like the web swinging is super fun, but yeah, the web swinging is super fun, but there's not that much to interact with in New York, and the interactions you have are very sort of repetitive. Some of the science missions were more fun than others, but a lot of them were just, you just feel like you're doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, I guess that's for people who like puzzles and the ones that don't.
Yeah. Challenges were taken straight from Prototype, basically. As a what other sort of criterion could you give for the game for how to rate it? I don't know. All in all, the game is fun. The game is fun, and it's a definite recommend. I have no problems recommending this game to anyone who wants to play it. And by this point, I think most people have played it.
Yeah. Most people with PlayStation, that is. It is a PlayStation exclusive, right?
Yeah. It's a PS4 exclusive.
Yeah.
We might, we can remind people right away. But like, we're not done with this game yet. We still have the City That Never Sleeps DLCs.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play through those too.
Yeah.
2 of them. The Black Cat one is out. The Hammerhead one is announced, so we know about it. And it has a release date. I think it might be out. I think it might be out, but I'm not 100% sure if it's out yet, like today or in a day or 2. And there's going to be a 3rd one as well. So by the time we get to that, like by the time this episode airs, like I'm going to assume that all 3 DLCs are going to be out. Because we're a bit ahead of schedule with recording this.
Yeah.
Man, this goes on forever.
I was gonna say, is this just...
I can skip. Let's skip and see if there is another post-credit scene.
Okay.
Because I feel like we have said pretty much everything we have to say about the game at this point.
Yeah.
Let's do
Agreed.
it. Oh, I hold down. So do we get the post-credit scene? I'm not sure we do. I think we might be thrown right to the opening screen. Like
Maybe I should have googled this. Is there a post credits?
You were right.
There is Norman. Here we go. Green Goblin.
Oh, now we're gonna see what was in that thing. It's Harry. Harry is inside the thing.
Does he look like the Green Goblin already?
He shouldn't. That's not what the serum does.
Well.
It just gives you superpowers, but the Green Goblin appearance is just a suit. Then again, they can do him. Yeah, Harry's in there. There he is.
So
wait, is that the symbiote?
but I'll keep trying.
That's not gonna be Green Goblin. That's gonna be Venom.
I will.
That is a symbiote.
No, I think it's supposed to look like Spiderweb.
Son.
Oh no, you're right.
That's not Green Goblin at all. That's
Jesus.
Venom. Oh my God! It's gonna have the Green Goblin and Venom. Sandman confirmed.
Are they saying that like Green Goblin is Venom?
Or Norman is gonna be Green Goblin and Harry is gonna be Venom.
Wow.
And that way, Sandman has to be in it.
You have completed the main story, but the adventure continues. You can now change the time of day in research stations, or start New Game Plus. And we have the Anti-Ox suit.
New suit available. What is it?
But that's got to be the Anti-Ox suit. Right? Yeah. Yeah. This one. But we also have a new suit available, which is this one. Oh, complete all main missions, side quests, and reach 100% district completion.
Suit power. Everyone goes down in one hit, including you.
This is the naked suit, where it's just a Spider-Man mask and his underwear. Yeah, that's the final suit. But you have to 100% the game to get this one. Actually, you don't have to... That's actually a bit easier than you think, because you don't, for example, 100% every district, like here. You don't have to 100% every Taskmaster challenge, you just have to do them all. So I actually have to just do a bit of crimes.
Alright.
But then I have to do that in every district. Great. Well, that's the Spider-Man main mission, main story, main thing, main whatever, everything. And next episode, we're gonna dive right into the heist with Black Cat. And after that, Turf Wars. And after that, who the hell knows? We'll find out together. Thanks for watching, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.